understand. You're a perfect man. Got the whole world in your hands, but you still reaching out for me. Ooh, wow, why you love me too? I'm nothing like you. Opposite of holiness was what I was, but until you see my soul and could you see why? Hold my hand high, could you see I?
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Taylor with Living with Tay. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button down below. As you can tell, today we're going to get into 2 story times. And we're doing 2 because, first of all, the first one is not that long for real, but it's still kind of interesting. Also, side note, the bear is there because my carpet is seasoning and I don't want my dog to come in. You know, if you know what it means to season your carpet, you got it. If you don't, I mean, it's just smell good stuff on the floor. We let it sit for a little while. Smell good. Seasoning. I'm seasoning, you know? Yeah. So that's what the white stuff is. That's why the bear's there. But anyways, we're going to get into the story time. Nevertheless, this video is not going to be long. I say that, but I also kind of ramble. So, yeah. So the first story time that we're going to be doing is my worst butt whooping. Y'all. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I think I was in 2nd grade, like 7 years old. I used to stay at my great-grandmother's house throughout the day. Like if I wasn't at school, I would stay at her house while my mama was at work. So at her house, and my aunt comes over and she telling me to do stuff and I'm like, no. I'm telling her no because before that she was talking bad about my mama. And so I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to you. You talking about my mama. No. So at that point, she's like, whatever. She not doing it for real. So she leaves. She get in her car. She finna leave. Y'all, I don't know what in my right mind was like, go outside. Went outside, opened the door, stood there, pulled down my pants, and shook my butt. I shook my butt at her, y'all. And it was so bad. It was so bad. She was halfway out the parking, cause my great grandmother's house, the way it's set up, it's like a parking lot as her driveway. Like it's in the country, so it's not like no super big house, but it's a small little house, but the driveway looks like a parking lot. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, she halfway out the driveway, stops the car the car is in the middle of the street, half of it in the street, the other half is in the driveway. Stops it, parks it, runs in the house. She's like running after me, but at this point I shut the door and I lock it so she can't get in. And the way my great grandmother, the way the way her door was, it had curtains on it, cause it was made of glass. And so if you don't have no curtains, people gonna see straight through your house. So they had curtains up on it. And so y'all, my great grandmother had this chair, this one chair that she always sat in, no matter what. She sat in it every day, no matter what. That's where she sat. So the chair, it's like the chair. Okay, let me try to visualize this for y'all. This is the door. You walk in and it's like the living room. There's like a step up and you go into the dining room and then it's the kitchen and then it's a door to like a wash house. Nevertheless, that's not important. But where the chair was is right in the crevice of the kitchen and the dining room. So it sits right in the middle. You can see everything from that chair. Hid under the chair. And here's why I hid under it. Because it was kind of, well, y'all can't see. It was like think of an old school chair. Out. That didn't help. But anyways, it's like an old school chair. She got a cushion in it. And it got drapes. It got drapes over the chair. So it covers to the floor. You can't see under that chair. Hid under there. My aunt come in the house. Now she mad I shook my butt at her. Now she also mad because I locked her outside the house. My uncle unlocked it. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, that's what's going on, Unc. So back then too, my uncle did not like me. I guess to him, I was a menace to society. Because he did not like me whatsoever, y'all. Whatsoever, this man didn't like me. He threatened me one time to kill me with a fork. And I was like in 2nd, 3rd grade. This man didn't like me. Now, we solid. We cool. Back then, no. He hated me. He hated me. Sweet little me. He hated me. Anyways, so they both looking for me. Finally, she like, I don't know where she at, but tell her mama to call me. I got a bone to pick with them. Man, she finna open that door and leave. And then she was like, wait a minute. Y'all, she come back. She look up under that seat. Peekaboo, gotcha. When I tell you I ran through the front out the door. And by the grace of God, my mama was pulling up. This lady, not my mama, my aunt. This lady runs out the door with the belt in her hand, tap me, bop, bop. My mama said, "Why you hit my child?" Mind y'all, my mama is my grandmother. So in this moment, it's mama and grandma are battling. Cause grandma always gonna be like, "Don't hit your child," or "Don't hit the baby. Why you hitting her? Why you hitting her?" But mama was like, "What she did? What she did?" I sat there. I said every curse word that my aunt said about my mama. From the Rudy to the Tootie. Every single thing. When I tell your mama looked at her and was like, "Don't you ever put your hands on my child again." Then I got in trouble for cursing. Mind y'all, I'm telling this lady, my mama, what my aunt said about her. How can I get in trouble? She get me. Take me to my great grandmother's bedroom. She like, "Pull your pants down. You want to shake your butt? Pull them down." I said, "Oh my gosh, she finna beat me." Y'all, I don't know if you know anything about a coat hanger whooping. Oh my goodness. I don't have one with me, but it's a wire. One of the wire coat hangers. She ripped that mug open. Whop, whop, whop. And I'm laughing, y'all, because it was like, y'all know the story about the monkeys jumping and one fell off and bumped their head. That's what I was doing. I was jumping on that bed. I done broke my ankles trying to dodge the every single hit. Y'all, I think one of them got me on my back, and that's the one that got me down. I was like, oh, she got me. She got me. Y'all had webs all over me. And I think, looking back, it's kind of funny because it's like, dang, she was real life mad at my aunt for hitting me, and she turned around and you hit me worse. But y'all, it was so bad. And then she was like, "And you ever talk about me again?" My mama told my aunt, "We gonna have a problem. And in front of my child." It was a big debacle. But for me, I was like, dang, I was protecting my honor. My mama honor. And you gonna do me dirty like this? I promise y'all I never said nothing again. Anybody ever said something, I just look. I turn the other cheek, because you not finna get me twice. Oh no. One finna get me. I remember, I think I said this, but I had whips on my body, all over my body. And no, it was not child abuse. I think she could have used something different, like a regular belt or a shoe. I think the coat hanger was a little much. But nevertheless, this was like 12 years ago. But I ain't never got a whooping since. I ain't never got a whooping since. Because after that, I was like, you know what? I'm moving out. Mind you, living with my grandmother. She was like, "Well, where you gonna go?" I was like, "I don't know, but I'm moving out." She was like, "Well, I'll take it to the fire station myself." Which leads into my second story. Me moving out when I was 8 years old. I moved out. Y'all, we went home. Well, let me back up a little bit. Before I told her I was moving out, after she whooped me, we got in the car, went home. We lived probably 15, 20 minutes from our grandmother's house. And we over there. She's screaming, yelling, "Get your homework done. Do that project." I remember it was a project because she's telling me what all my projects. And at one point, she basically did all the work for me, and I just glued it on the board. That's basically what it was. And so I left, went in my room doing my own thing. And she was like, "Taylor, get back in here. Do this project and do it right." Went in there still crying because, mind you, got webs on me. I'm red at this moment. And she like, "Do this work. I was like, "You know what? You ain't my mama." Because technically, she's not my mother. She's my grandmother. Love my mama to death. But at the time, I was like, "You ain't my mama. My mama did." And for me, I can say stuff like that because for me, well, now it's part of dark humor, right? I like dark humor. Anyways, I was like, "She did. You ain't my mama." And she was like, "You know what? I ain't your mama." And I was like, "You know what? I'm moving out." And at that point, she was like, "Oh, where you gonna go?" And here, look at me. "I don't know, but I'm going somewhere." Y'all, don't y'all know? I went in there, grabbed the suitcase that she just bought me for Christmas. It was pink, and it had like all the little traveling, like Paris, London, France, like all that stuff on it. Grabbed that suitcase, filled it with, I don't even know what I filled it with whatever. Sat on the front porch. She came out there talking about "I'll take you to the fire station if you want me to." And I looked at her like, this Negro serious. I wasn't for real, but you know what? Now you push my buttons. So now we're going to have to go. But at that point, contradictory, I called my aunt that just whipped me. And I called her because her whooping did not hurt compared to my mama whooping. So I was like, well, at least she didn't try to kill me. And so at that point, I'm sitting there and I'm like, Auntie, come get me. I'm ready to go. This ain't trying to make me do this stuff after she just beat me. And I can't take it. I'm ready to go. She come to the house. Her and my mom looking at each other beefing. Like, you know, they silent, but they silently beefing. So that's what's happening. And so then, she come get me to go to her house, y'all. I stayed at this lady's house for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I said, I ain't going back to my house till my mama come apologize to me. Because what's wrong with her? I run this show. Y'all, I used to be bad. And bad in the sense of like, I thought the world revolved around me. And no matter what, you gonna respect me type stuff. Not me respect you. It's the other way around here. And I think at this point, respect definitely goes both ways. But back then, it was like, no, you gonna respect me now. And my little 8-year-old self, you gonna respect me now. 2 weeks, I was at that lady's house. And side note, this might be TMI for you too, but you know what? We keeping it real over here. When I was over there, that's when I learned my first girl life lesson. Never wear a sports bra if you're not going to sleep or if you're not going to the gym. You know why? She was like, your titties gonna be sagging. Ever since that day, I promise I never wore a sports bra. I don't go to the gym. So, anyways, yeah. Eventually, my mama came and she sat me down. She was like, you know, Taylor, you really hurt my feelings. And then me, I'm like, you hurt my feelings? You gave me webs on my body type stuff. Like, what do you want from me? And she was just like, I'm sorry that I did that. You just made me so angry. I had a bad day at work too. And I was like, it's okay. There. And so then after that, we just went back to the house and we kept it pushing like nothing ever happened. And my mom and my aunt wasn't beefing no more. It was just like, you know, whatever. But y'all, that's it. That's that. That was my worst whooping and my first time moving out. And they went hand in hand. That's crazy. That was really 12 years ago. 13 years ago. My math was slightly off. I had to sit there and count for a second. 13 years ago. Like, I really did that I was really bad as a kid. I broke my mama's toe when I was 2. She was chasing after me because I did something and she ran into a table and she broke her toe. I got lost at Disney World. That's a whole nother story. Not really, because I don't remember it. I got lost at Disney World when I was like 3. They told me to stay one place with my granny. Granny was not watching me, for real. And I decided to run away in Disney World. Yep. Luckily, a pregnant woman found me and gave me back to my mama. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little story duo time. Never heard that before. If you like this video, make sure you leave a comment and thumbs up. Make sure you also turn that post notification bell on because we dropping bangers. No, every YouTuber says that. Oh my gosh, no. I'm dropping videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And y'all, tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.